Early this morning, Hamas launched a surprise attack into southern Israel. Now, Hamas uh, came in with hundreds and hundreds of commandos into different areas. Differing reports are giving us different numbers even today, but the barrage of missiles has been intense. We are talking about thousands and thousands of missiles. One source from the Israeli Defense Forces said 3,000 missiles had gone into Israel, that had been fired into Israel. Other numbers are putting the number as high as 5,000 missiles already launched. We're getting videos and such out of the area to kind of give us an idea of what we're looking at. Now, this is mostly in southern Israel, but we are also seeing that that Tel Aviv was reporting explosions heard in the city there. We're talking dozens and dozens of people captured and being taken as hostages into Gaza. Israel has mobilized their military forces and are deploying reservists and troops. Several military bases were actually taken over and military equipment seized, and supposedly soldiers taken as well. Over 200 dead. And we're hearing that Netanyahu is responding here. We're going to be going to them and hearing what he has to say, addressing the world as well as Israel, that they are indeed at war. But we'll let you hear from him directly in his own words. Catastrophic.
אזרחי ישראל, אנחנו במלחמה, לא במבצע, לא בסבבים, במלחמה. הבוקר חמאס פתח במתקפת פתע רצחנית נגד מדינת ישראל ונגד אזרחיה. אנחנו בתוך זה משעות הבוקר המוקדמות. כינסתי את ראשי מערכת הביטחון, הנחיתי קודם כל לטהר את היישובים והמחבלים שחדרו פנימה. הפעולה הזאת מתבצעת בשעות הללו. במקביל הוריתי לבצע גיוס מילואים נרחב ולהשיב מלחמה שערה בעוצמה ובהיקף שהאויב לא הכיר. האויב ישלם מחיר שהוא לא ידע מותו. אני קורא בינתיים לכל אזרחי ישראל להישמע בקפדנות להנחיות הצבא, להנחיות פיקוד העורף. אנחנו במלחמה ואנחנו ננצח.
So we are seeing that Israel is not declaring an operation, but is declaring war. We're already seeing airstrikes hitting the Gaza area. This is buildings taken down. There was a warning shot given to the Hamas headquarters so that people would have an opportunity to escape. But then they did level the building, which is in the residential area. We are just to kind of give you an idea of where we're talking about. This is in southern Israel. We have commandos going into at least 7 communities. And like I said, in the early reports, dozens and dozens of people being taken hostage. We're seeing videos starting to be released. We won't show those here, but reports of over 200 plus dead in Israel and 1,100 wounded, hundreds of those severely wounded. Firefights continuing to go on 12 hours into this. Now, it looks like it started a little bit before dawn, as you saw with the video with the missiles being launched. That appeared to be happening a little bit before dawn, local time there. And by evening, firefights were still happening between Israeli Defense Forces as well as the commandos, Hamas commandos. Now, this is being dubbed the Storm of Al-Aqsa. That is the operation name that Hamas has given their attack here. It was not provoked by any specific instance out there that we can identify. However, we are seeing that there was some squabbling recently over the Al-Aqsa Mosque, some issues with how some of the Muslim worshipers were being treated. That is kind of coming out. I'm not sure if that is necessarily really related to this or not, but that some people are starting to point towards that. Israel has codenamed their operation into Gaza Iron Swords. Now, since they've declared war against Hamas and not just declaring an operation or airstrikes, especially the scale of this. Some people are calling this Israel's Pearl Harbor. We probably are not going to just see airstrikes here. There will probably be an invasion of some sort. Now, the Israeli Defense Forces, I'm sure, have operation plans for incursions into Hamas territory in Gaza, but that's whether they'll dust those off and just go with them as quickly as possible, or whether this is going to take some time for them to build up their military and get ready for an invasion. This may take days or weeks, but it will be large scale. No action so far from the West Bank, and Hezbollah has been relatively silent. We have not seen any barrages of missiles from the north or from the West Bank. However, we are starting to see reactions from other countries. Iran, of course, celebrating this, and Hezbollah celebrating this, but not yet taking any action to be a part of this, as we can see so far. But that may change in the days and weeks to come. I don't know. But so far, it is quiet on the northern border and quiet from the West Bank. Now, we are seeing somewhat of the Arab nations, how they're responding. Some are responding very neutrally because they don't want to be seen as taking sides. We see others becoming very outspoken for Israel. We see Saudi Arabia taking a very neutral line there, Turkey taking a very neutral line, Egypt a neutral line. We also see Western powers, European countries and the United States taking a very pro-Israel stance. We stand with Israel type thing. We are not hearing anything yet from China or from Russia on any response to this as we speak. We'll probably expect to hear very neutral things from them as well. But this is a major thing. Like I said, 2 military bases infiltrated with commandos, 7 communities. This is not just they fired rockets into Israel. This is that they came in and started shooting people in the streets. And this is definitely shocking to Israel right now. If you're a praying person, please be praying for the people of Israel, and please be praying for the people in Gaza as well. This is for the civilians in Gaza. This is going to be a terrifying thing as well, and very dangerous for them. Many civilians in Gaza probably have already been killed already. This is what Hamas is doing, and using human shields there is atrocious. And what has been done to the Israeli civilians and even the Israeli military is also shocking and horrifying. So I will try to keep you updated with the information out there. Please be careful with information that's coming out. Please get it from verified sources. We're already starting to see the same kind of fake videos coming out, and propaganda coming out that we've seen in previous conflicts. Videos from video games and that type of thing are coming out. There's a report of 2 helicopters shot down, 2 Israeli helicopters shot down. But then you watch the videos and it looks a little off, and people are confirming that that is from a video game, and that those helicopters are Russian helicopters and stuff like that. So please be careful of all the videos coming out. Make sure that before you kind of base your opinion on stuff, make sure that it is actually a legitimate video or a legitimate thing. Of course, those are showing up on TikTok. They're showing up on over on Twitter or X. So there's a lot to cover, a lot of things to look at over there. But please be praying for the people over there, and realizing that this is going to be life-changing, and in some cases life-ending for families and people. It's real. It's real, friends. And war is horrific and ugly. And given the the closeness of Israel to the United States relationally, as well as to Western powers, and the fact that there's already media present there in the country and they feel relatively safe in the country, you're going to be seeing a lot of this firsthand, a lot of videos, a lot of pictures, and this is horrible. First, as you heard from Netanyahu, he said the first thing is going to be for them to deploy troops to clear out these commandos from these neighboring communities around the area to get them out of Israel. And then they will be looking at what they will do to Hamas in Gaza. All right, folks, I'll keep you updated as best I can on these things as they're fast developing. It's hard to get all this information together, and even the videos that you've seen getting those amassed together have been difficult, but we will keep up on this. Thank you so much for your prayers and for your concerns, and we will watch on this as well. Thanks so much for watching. If you want to check out another video from this channel, there is one right up here. I'll see you over there, or I'll see you later. Steve Poplar of the Poplar Report, out.